my hands still remember you. The shape of your shoulders, the lines of your back, the softness of your breath falling against my skin. Sometimes I close my eyes just to feel you again, tracing the warmth of your memory like a map I never learned to let go of. Your touch was its own language, soft but certain, careful but full of meaning. You held me like I mattered, like you saw the parts of me. The world ignored, and I loved you for that. Love the way your hands could calm every storm inside me. But love isn't always enough. Now when fear steps in, not when timing breaks, not when two hearts beat at different rhythms. We drifted apart slowly, like hitting, fading into night. Quiet, inevitable, painful in its gentleness. Now my hands reach out in the empty dark, searching for your warmth in places you no longer are. It's strange how memory can feel so real, how touch can linger long after you're gone. If you ever wonder whether I've forgotten, I haven't. My hands still remember every moment, every breath, every soft confession we shared in silence. Maybe in another life our hands will find each other again, and this time we'll learn how to hold on without letting go. Didn't mean to fall, but you were gravity pulling me closer. Every time you spoke my name, there was something in your eyes, something quiet, something real, something that made the world soften whenever you looked my way. Tried to resist it, tried to convince myself I wasn't ready for love, that my heart was still healing from the ghost of yesterday. But you walked in like sunlight breaking through a storm, and suddenly I wasn't afraid of feeling anymore. You taught me so loving you wasn't easy, not because you made it hard, but because the depth of it scared me. I wasn't prepared for the way my heart raced whenever you were near, or how safe I felt in the warmth of your hands. Sometimes I wonder if you knew how deeply I felt, how every breath you took pulled me closer in ways I couldn't explain. And even now, when distance stretches between us, I still feel that pull, a quiet reminder that some people become part of you without trying. If love is falling, then I'm still falling toward you, still drifting in the gravity of everything you made me feel. Still hoping that somewhere along the way you're falling too. I feel the night pulling at my heartbeat, tugging me back to the places where your shadow stayed, where your breath lived in the silence between my words, where everything felt softer, clearer, warmer, like the world finally made sense when you were near. I try to convince myself I've moved on, but my chest still tightens every time the moonlight hits my window, the way it did the night you whispered you love me. I remember how your fingers traced my skin like you're reading a map you memorized, laws of fact. How your eyes speaking to word almost like I'm always you, but I've never been you. You were gentle ways the world never was with me, and I think that's why it hurt when it slipped away, bucket through my hands, leaving me drowning in the pieces of what we always became. I still hear your laugh echoing through the quiet corners of my memory, still feel the ghost of your warmth lingering on the pillow you used to lay your head on. Love felt so easy when you were beside me, so effortless, so true, like the universe finally paused long enough for me to catch a glimpse of something real. But time doesn't hold still for anyone, and neither did the fire between us. Some days I convince myself I'm fine, that I no longer search for you in the shape of every sign. Reason I don't replay the way you touch my face. to forget the way your heart beat, aligned with mine like it was meant to. How your silence spoke louder than every word you were afraid to say. We were two fragile things, holding on to something bigger than both of us. And maybe we broke because we cared too much, or maybe we were too afraid to care enough. Either way, the ending still sits with me, like a bruise I can't stop touching. If you're out there listening to the wind, maybe you'll hear my voice, carried in the spaces between the stars, calling you back to the place where we were home. Not asking for forever, not asking for promises or second chances, just wondering if you ever feel the weight of everything we let slip away, because I do. Every night when the darkness settles and world finally quiet, sometimes I close my eyes and imagine you walking back through my door. Your smile soft, your hands warm, your side inside everything words never could. I imagine you pulling me close, like the world outside didn't matter, like your heart knew mine before we ever met. But dreams are just dreams, and love like ours doesn't always find its way back. Still I hold on to the fragments, the soft glow of what we were, the tender ache of what we lost, the quiet hope that somewhere you still think of me when the night feels too long. And maybe that's enough to know that even if the story ended, the feeling remains, living in the shadows of the music we made together. So until the night decides to be kind again, I'll keep falling back into the memories, back into the echo of your voice, back into the warmth of your touch, back into the love that never truly learned. Because no matter how far we drift, part of me will always belong to the version of you that held my heart without trying. The night feels heavy on my shoulders, like it knows every secret I've been trying not to say. I sit on the floor with my back against the bed, watching the ceiling fade in and out, with the soft flicker of passing headlights outside. Everything feels slow without you. The way the room breathes, the way time unfolds, the way my heartbeat moves, like it's searching for something missing. Your sweater is still draped over the chair, quietly holding all the warmth we left behind. I touch it without thinking, and the fabric carries the echo of your fingers brushing mine. In the dark, I didn't realize how much silence could hurt, until it started sounding like your absence. I close my eyes and imagine imagine you here, your breath soft against my neck, your voice steady in the quiet. And for a moment, the room feels full again. Stay until the quiet breaks, until the night lets go of its shadows. Stay in the spaces where our hearts still know the way back. Even if morning pulls you away, let this moment be enough to stay until the quiet breaks. And I'll hold every second close. I remember the way you looked at me when the world outside didn't matter, when it was just us. Soft whispers, gentle hands, two souls trying to speak through touch. You always traced slow circles on my arm, like you were writing something you didn't know how to say out loud. And maybe I should've listened to the hesitation in your breath, the way your eyes softened when you were trying not to break. Now I walk through the hours like I'm moving through water, every motion heavy, every thought pulling me deeper into what we could have fixed if we'd learned how to stay instead of how to run. I still feel the warmth of your hand pressed against my chest, steadying me in ways I didn't understand until you were gone. Stay until the quiet breaks, until the night lets go of its shadows. Slow the spaces where our hearts still know the way back. Even if morning pulls you away, let this moment be enough. Just stay until the quiet breaks, and I'll hold every second close. If you walked through that door right now, I wouldn't ask for promises, wouldn't ask for forever. I'd only ask for truth, for the softness we lost in the noise between us. I'd let you speak in trembling briefs and half-finished sentences, and anything that sounds like your heart trying to reach mine. Because love doesn't always need perfection. Sometimes it just needs presence. Sometimes it just needs a chance to breathe again. Stay until the quiet breaks, until the weight of the night pulls itself away from our hands. Stay for the moment where everything feels real again. And if you leave when the dawn arrives, I'll still hold this, the warmth, the breath, the truth. Just stay until the quiet breaks, and let the night remember us. One last time.
The night is quiet, but my heart is beating loud enough
to break. Every echo in this room keeps calling out your name. You're standing by the window, staring out into the dark, like you're scared to let me close enough to read your hidden parts. I can see it in your shoulders, in the way you hold your breath. There's a story in your silence you're afraid to let reflect. But darling, I've been patient with the secrets that you guard. I know love can come unsteady when the past has left its scars. You turn to me so slowly, like you're moving through a dream. Your eyes are filled with questions that are drowning in the deep. I take a step towards you gently, reaching for your shaking hands. And in that fragile moment I begin to understand. You don't have to hide your trembling, you don't have to run away. I'm strong enough to hold you if the darkness wants to stay. Let me be the one who hears you when your soul begins to speak. Let me touch the parts of you you've been too scared to let me keep. I hear your heartbeat in the dark, calling softly out to mine, like a rhythm made of longing, like a truth you can't define. I hear your heartbeat in the dark, pulling me into your light, like the universe is whispering that this is meant tonight. I hear your heartbeat in the dark, and I know you feel it too. Baby, every beat you're hiding brings me closer into you. I hear your heartbeat in the dark, and I'm falling where you are. You tell me you've been broken by the promises you kept, by the people who abandoned you when you were at your best. You've learned to build your walls so high no one could ever climb. But baby, I've been patient, taking time, step after time. I'm not here to rush your healing or to force you into place. I just wanna see the softness you've been hiding in your space. You move a little closer, letting go a little more, and I feel your heartbeat steady like it's something to adore. My fingers trace your jawline, drawing comfort in the skin, and you melt into the moment like you're letting someone in. You whisper that you're trying, that you're scared to trust again. But love is growing in the places where the fear has always been. Every tear that's raining softly tells a truth you never said. And I'm learning every rhythm of the thoughts inside your head. You don't need to fear the future, don't need to fear my touch. I'm here to offer gentleness when the world is giving rough. I hear die, and I'm falling where you are. Let the night become our shelter. Let the fear fall out of you. Let me show you what it feels like to be held and understood. We don't need a perfect ending. We don't need to write it now. We just need a single moment where our hearts can both allow. Take my hands and feel the steady you've been searching for so long. You don't have to face the shadows when with me you can belong. If tomorrow brings uncertainty, we'll face it side by side. But tonight your heartbeat tells me there's no need to hide. I hear your heartbeat in the dark, beating louder over time, calling out for something real, something steady, something mine. I hear your heartbeat in the dark, and it's calling me to stay. Every pulse a little promise that we'll make it through the day. I hear your heartbeat in the dark, and it lights the path for new. I'm still learning your love, even after all this time. Still tracing the shape of it in the quiet hours. Still feeling the echoes of you in places I didn't know could hold so much more. You were never loud, never overwhelming. You loved in soft touches, in patient gestures, in the unspoken moments between breaths. And maybe that's why I didn't understand what I had until it slipped through my hands. I keep replaying the small things, the way you laughed when you were trying not to cry, the way you held my hand like it was the only promise you knew how to keep, the way your eyes softened whenever I looked your way. Love isn't easy for me, it never was, but you made it feel possible, made it feel like something I could learn if I tried hard enough. And maybe I didn't try soon enough, didn't learn fast enough, didn't love you with the clarity you deserved. But I'm learning now, piece by piece, moment by moment, and every lesson leads back to you. Your love taught me patience, kindness, truth, and the bravery to hold someone close without fear. If I ever get another chance, I'll show you every part of what I've learned. Until then, know this: your love made me better. Your love is still teaching me. circles all night, trying to feel the pieces of your shadow on my skin. Like every whisper that you left behind kept replaying in the corners of my heartbeat. I close my eyes and I still see you moving through the soft glow of the memories we made. And I wonder if you ever hear the echoes too, the ones that call your name even after the light fades. You were the warmth on my coldest days, the gentle fire that kept me breathing slow, the quiet truth behind every lie I told myself when I said I didn't need you anymore. But the truth is heavy, and it settles deeper every time the night gets quiet, pulling me back to every moment when our souls touched in the dark without trying. I feel the rhythm of your heartbeat in the silence, like the universe still remembers how we moved. Two constellations spinning too close, but close enough to burn something real. You held me like a secret you were afraid to lose, and I held you like a promise I didn't know how to keep. But time was a thief, we never stopped, stealing seconds, stealing warmth, stealing us piece by piece. Now I stay awake, listening to the echoes, wondering if you still dream in the colors of our nights, or if you're painted over all the moments where my hands found the meaning of home on your skin. I replay the sound of your laughter, that soft rhythm that made the whole world slow down. And I wonder if somewhere you're still smiling at the ghosts of the love we drowned. It's strange how forever felt so close when our fingers intertwined like they were made to fit. Strange how you could look at me and make me forget every fear I tried to hide. You were the calm in the storm I carried, the shelter I didn't know how to ask for, the melody that wrapped around my broken pieces and made them feel like they could heal someday. But here I am, tracing the outlines of an empty room where your voice once danced against my walls, where your touch lingered like a gentle sunrise, pulling me out of a life without meaning. If loving you was a lesson, then losing you was the test I never learned to pass. And every night I fail again when I hear your heartbeat in the silence that you left. Tell me, do you ever feel the weight of what we could have been? Do you ever hear the echoes calling you back? Because I swear the wind still carries your name every time I open the window to breathe. I swear the moon still remembers your touch every time it pours silver light across my bed, as if it's trying to remind me that some loves never really leave, they just change shape. I try to move forward, but every road curves back to the first time you smiled at me, the first time my soul recognized yours, the first time everything felt possible. Maybe we were too young, maybe we were too afraid, maybe we were too close to something real and didn't know how to hold it without breaking. But even now, when the world feels too heavy and my heart feels too tired to speak, there's a softness in my memories of you that keeps me warm through the longest nights. You were a chapter I still reread, a song I still hum without thinking, a heartbeat I still chase in the dark when I shadows of my hands reaching out. Just know I never stopped caring, I never stopped hoping you found your light. Even if it wasn't with me, and maybe someday in another lifetime, when the stars rewrite the story of us, we'll find our way back to the place where love wasn't something we ran from, but something we finally learned how to keep. I've been floating through the days that they don't belong to me, drifting in the quiet spaces where you used to breathe. Every thought pulls me back to the way you looked at me, like you were holding every piece I tried to hide. Your presence felt like gravity, soft but impossible to escape, drawing me closer even when I swore I needed distance. Now the world feels off balance without you, like I'm walking on air that can't hold my weight anymore. I reach for memories the way I used to reach for your hands, open up, steady me the way your touch once did, but they slipped up like smoke fading. No matter how tightly I try to hold on, I remember the nights you whispered dreams against my hair, telling me the future didn't scare you as long as I was there. Funny how certainty can break, how love can shift like tides, how a heart can still feel full of someone who's no longer mine. And I can't escape the pull of you, no matter how I try to move. Every step just loops me back to the place where all colors crack. You're the gravity of you, pulling on my heart. Even when the world's away, we're never far apart. I keep falling, falling back into the dark. Baby, you're the gravity of you, the ache inside the spark. I can't break free, no matter where I start. I walk through crowds but feel alone, like I'm orbiting a world that doesn't fit without your light. People talk and laugh, but their voices distort like background noise in a life I'm not ready to live. I never knew silence could speak so loudly, echoing through the spaces where your love used to grow. Sometimes I swear I feel you near, like a shadow against my skin, a phantom warmth that won't let go. You taught me how to open up, how to breathe deeper than the fear inside my chest. But you also taught me how it feels when someone becomes a universe, and how empty everything is when that universe collapses. I keep replaying the last time your eyes met mine, the way they said everything you couldn't speak. And even now, I'm stuck in the center of that moment, trembling under the weight of what we lost. And I can't escape the pull of you, no matter how I try to move. Every step just loops me back to the version of us I can't unpack. You're the gravity of you, going on no high. You're the gravity of you, you're the gravity of you, you're the gravity of you, you're the gravity of you. You're the gravity of you. Maybe love was never meant to fade cleanly. Maybe it clings like dust to everything it touches. Maybe some people are carved into us so deeply that time can't wash them out. If I could rise above the orbit of your memory, I would. But I'm still spinning, still drifting, still drawn to the place where we fell apart. Your voice lingers like a star collapsed, bright then gone, but heavy enough to bend everything around it. And I keep wondering if somewhere, somehow, you feel the pull of me too. You're the gravity of But tonight, I'm still under the gravity of you, and I don't know how to let go. If you hear my heart calling, don't turn away. It's been speaking your name through every breath I take. Quiet but persistent, soft but unbroken. Even after everything we lost along the way, I never meant to love you this deeply, never meant to fall so far, that letting go felt impossible. But love doesn't ask for permission, it just happens. Its heart stays open than it should, and leaves pieces behind. You can't replace. Some nights I still feel you in the warmth of my pillow, still hear you in the hum of the quiet, still sense you in the rhythm of my pulse. When it stumbles at your memory, I wonder if you ever listen to the echoes of what we were. If your chest ever tightens when my name crosses your mind, because mine does. Every time the world slows down, every time the stars come out, every time I remember how your smile made everything brighter. If love is a voice, then mine is still singing for you, still reaching out through time and silence, still hoping you're listening somewhere in the distance between us. If you hear my heart, just know it never stopped loving you. I keep getting lost between your heartbeats, in the rhythm you left behind in my chest. Like every moment we shared still echoes through me long after you're gone. I try to move forward, but your memory follows me like a soft shadow, lingering in the spaces where we once breathed the same quiet air. There was something close, like your soul recognized mine. Before either of us knew what to call it, you touched me like you were learning my language, tracing the lines of my doubts, softening the edges of all my fears, teaching me how to feel safe in a world that never felt gentle enough. But even the strongest hearts can tremble in the wrong moment, and I stick caught between wanting too much and speaking too little. Love is a delicate thing, and I was cracked under the weight of silence. We were too afraid to break. Now every night feels longer than the one before. Every room feels quieter without your voice filling the space. Every breath feels heavier without your warmth beside me. I tell myself I'm healing. The truth is healing feels a lot like missing you in 100 different ways. I still hear your laughter in the back of my mind, soft and unguarded, like a melody that never learned how to fade. I still feel your touch in the way my body remembers you, in the way my take for the shape of you. When the darkness settles too close, I still whisper your name. When the night gets too heavy, knowing you can't hear me, but needing to say it anyway. Maybe we were too fragile for the world, too honest for the lies we told ourselves, too bright for the shadows we carried. Maybe the timing was wrong, or maybe we were right but didn't know how to hold it without breaking something soft. I replay the memories like scenes from a story, and 100 till they go. Scenes where your heart spoke louder than the words you never said. Sometimes I wonder if you think of me too, if your chest still tightens at the sound of my name, if your hands still remember the way mine fit perfectly between them. I wonder if you still look for me in quiet moments when the world slows just enough for your heart to feel the truth. You try not to admit. If I could reach across the distance, I tell you I never stopped caring, never stopped believing in the softness we shared, never stopped hoping our story had more pages left to write. But hope is a fragile thing, and love is made of patience, and sometimes the bravest thing is learning to wait without knowing if the moment will ever return. Still, if someday your heart beats too loudly to ignore, if the memories grow too bright to hide, if the silence between us breaks, you'll know where to find me. I'll be in the place where your warmth never faded, where your voice still matters, where your heartbeat still guide me back to the love we carried, even after everything else fell away. Until then, I'll keep your memory close, like a promise I wasn't meant to forget, like a song I still hum, even after the music stops. You were a moment that changed me, a truth I'm still learning to understand, a heartbeat I still get lost in every time the night grows quiet. clouds over the skyline, soft as a sigh, quiet as the truth I never spoke. This is the time of day when everything feels honest, when the world slows and the heart remembers what the mind tries to forget. I think of you more than I should, more than time would allow. If healing were simple, your name still stirs something in me, something tender, something unfinished, something I'm not ready to release. City lights blur like the memory of your smile, warm and distant, beautiful and fading all at once. I sit with the ache, letting it breathe beside me, because pretending I'm over you feels like lying to myself in every language I know. We were something real, something fragile, something that needed softness. We didn't yet know how to give, and now I'm left with the remnants of almost tracing the outlines of everything we could have been if timing had been kinder. When night finally falls, I'll let the silence cover me. But for now, in this gentle, fading light, I let myself remember you.
I've been drifting through the hours, letting the night unfold slow, thinking about the way you hold me like you're never letting go. City lights glow on your skin like the pain in you can go. And I swear that every moment with you feels like coming home. You whisper things you never say to anyone but me. Soft words curling in the dark like waves upon the sea. Your heartbeat matches mine, falling into perfect time, and suddenly the world feels right, like everything aligns. I'm tracing constellations on the edges of your smile, Every second with you lingers, stretching out for miles. We don't need to rush, no hurry pulling us apart. 'Cause every breath you take is written somewhere in my heart. And I know you've been afraid of being left behind again, but darling, let me take that away. This time it's not pretend. Hold on to me a little closer, let the shadows fade away. I'm here to stay, I'm here to stay. Tonight I choose you, every moment, every truth. I choose the way your voice shakes when you're telling me the truth. I choose the nights we're tangled up with nothing else to do. Out of every star above us, I still fall right into you. Tonight I choose you, and I'll choose you every time. Even when the dawn is breaking and the light begins to climb, nothing in this world could ever pull me from your side. Tonight I choose you, tonight I choose you. Your hands feel like forgiveness when they wrap around my waist, pulling me a little closer like you're scared I might escape. But I'm not going anywhere, I'm standing right here with you, learning all the pieces of your past that still bleed through. You don't have to hide your fractures or pretend you never bruised. I'll take every part you give me, even ones you fear to lose. Love was never meant to be a war for you to fight alone. Let me be the quiet shelter where you finally feel known. So talk to me in whispers, tell me stories you deny. I'll listen like your secrets were the sun against the sky. And if the darkness ever tries to take you far from me, I'll be the voice that pulls you back from where you cannot see. You don't need to guess my heart, you don't need to question why. I'll prove it every night until the oceans all run dry. The world can try to shake us, but we'll never break in two. 'Cause every breath I breathe leads right back into you. Tonight I choose you, every moment, every truth. I choose the way your hope returns when I'm looking into you. I choose the silent conversations only hearts can ever do. No matter where the road is turning, I'll keep choosing you. So take my hands and trust me, let the night consume the past. We'll build something unbroken, something made to last. I'm not scared of tomorrow, I'm only scared of losing you. So if you choose me too, then there's nothing we can't do. Tonight I choose you, every heartbeat, every view. I choose the way you look at me like I'm something new. I choose the love you give me when the world is turning Out of every life I've lived, I'd still come back to you. Tonight I choose you. And when the morning light is through, I'll still be here beside you, whispering I choose you. Nothing could replace you. Nothing ever will. Tonight I choose you. And I'm choosing you still.
You feel closer than memory, nearer than breath, like something I can't see, but still feel everywhere. It's strange how you can be gone and still linger in the air around me, in the spaces between thoughts and the pulse beneath my ribs. I try to move on, try to let time wash over me like a healing tide, but you stay anchored in the deepest parts of me. Every time I close my eyes, you return, soft, quiet, familiar, like a song I used to play every morning before the world woke up. I remember your smile more vividly than daylight. Remember your touch more tenderly than sleep. Remember your voice more clearly than the silence that replaced it. And maybe that's why I can't let go. You never feel far enough to fade. People say memories soften, but ours never did. If anything, they sharpen, edge deeper into me with every passing day without you. And I wonder if somewhere inside you I remain just as close. And a love like ours doesn't disappear. Maybe it just changes shape, becoming something quieter, something deeper, something that lives between the heartbeats of who we become. You're closer than memory, closer than distance, closer than goodbye. And maybe that's enough for now. There's something about the dark that brings your memory back to me. Soft like a whisper, sharp like a truth I tried to forget. I feel you in the shadows, in the empty spaces between heartbeats, in the echoes that follow me wherever I go. Your voice still lingers like smoke in the air, touching places inside me I didn't know could burn this long. I keep replaying the moments, your hands on my waist, your breath on my neck, the way you said my name, like a secret you wanted to keep forever, but forever never came. It fell apart quietly between unspoken words and the fear of wanting something real. We both felt this slipping, yet neither of us held on. And now I'm haunted by everything we almost became. At night the world slows down and the truth gets louder. I miss you in ways I don't know how to name. Your absence presses against me, heavy as the silence you left behind. And I find myself drowning in the questions you never answered. Were you scared of me, or scared of yourself? Did you love me too deeply, or not at all? Did you ever feel the electricity in the spaces where our skin almost touched? 'Cause I did, and it still shocks me when I think of you. I reach out in the dark, like maybe I'll find you there, like maybe your shadow will pull me back to the place where we weren't afraid to feel. But all I touch is the cold reminder that I'm alone with everything you left behind. If echoes could speak, they'd tell you I never stopped wanting you, never stopped hoping you'd turn around and finish the story we started. But echoes aren't enough, and the dark feels bigger without the sound of your heartbeat.